Good morning, gang. It's the start of another week, Monday the 18th of May 2020. Good morning and welcome to this morning's talk show. A little bit of a problem earlier. I noticed there was I had a red light flashing there, boys and girls. So best way to do it is to restart. It's sometimes it doesn't cope with the quality I'm sending up, so I have to drop it a bit, and then it's and then I have a little. It's a tiny little thing. I can't show it to you. Oh yes, I can. Oh, yes. It was Rachel who showed me this, wasn't it? Rachel showed me this. I'll show you. Let me take a picture of it, right? And it's very small. It's not like a massive, coloured light or something. Right, hang on a minute. There we go. Right, let's just take a little photo there and show you. There you go. All right. Can you see that little green light there, okay? That tiny little green light there, yeah? That's what tells me that everything's working. If that starts going yellow, then we've got a little bit of a problem. If it starts going red, I know the picture's freezing, or we've completely been disconnected. And that was flashing up red there, so I think we were stuttering a little bit there with the picture. It's usually the picture that goes, not the audio. And I simply have to close the program, adjust the setting, take the quality down a bit, and push it and put it back on again. So that's why we better to do it now rather than halfway through the show. Sometimes you can stick with it and see if it settles down, which it does do sometimes. But I always start sending a show out before you actually see it, if you see what I mean, until I click a live button. And that was all working. As soon as I clicked the live button, it all went out. But never mind, we're there now. So a very good morning to you. Welcome along. We've made it through to the beginning of another week, haven't we? If you weren't with us last night for the bingo, great bingo night last night. One person didn't turn up, so we're back down now to our correct level of 91 players. So as soon as someone else drops out, I think Yvonne Lemon's still waiting to get on the list there. Mandy kindly gave up a position last night, and someone else didn't turn up for a raffle bingo prize. So they come off automatically anyway. So we're back down to our correct level of 91. If you weren't here, you won't have seen the bunting as made by my sister. It's good, isn't it? Look what she's done with her sewing machine. Fantastic. Blooming good that is. I love it. You can't see all of it. I actually put it up like that and I thought, I wonder how long it's going to take someone to moan to say, "Ow, it's not in the middle." I bet that is driving a couple of you absolutely mad because it's not quite centralised, where perhaps the dip should go to match up with my balding spot in the middle of my head, perhaps. So there we are. Where's Gary Owen this morning? He wasn't doing one of his talk shows today, was he? I was just looking at that. I was just seeing because I didn't want to. I think he times his shows to sort of go either before me or last night. He was doing one at 10 o'clock. I think last night, which is a show. Was it Saturday night? Oh, it was Saturday night. He was doing 10 o'clock, was he? Anyway, he's not there this morning doing his show, was he? Yes. So. As I say, lovely game of bingo last night. Very enjoyable indeed. And Mick Davenport won the clock. We had winning pens, Ludo, and then someone won something. I think it was Mick won something and donated it to someone else. Everything's in envelopes. The only thing I haven't done yet is the parcel for Mick because I haven't got a box. I might put it in a large padded envelope and with some bubble wrap around it. And that'll be going off for you straight after today's show, actually. As soon as I finish the show, I'll do your clock. I presume Mick's with us at the moment. I'll do your clock, Mick, and that'll be in the port. I shall cycle down to the sorting office because everything goes quickly there. Quite often, if I post that sort of by 12 o'clock, people get them the next day. I do like people to get their stuff really quickly. Yeah, I don't like to hang around with things like that. I'm the same with bills and stuff like that. If a bill comes in, it's out again. Yesterday, I did my car insurance. Yesterday. It's a funny thing, actually. I had my insurance quote from Debenhams. Debenhams are doing motor insurance. I think they're the front name, and then they go from Debenhams to someone like Axia or someone like that. You know how they use their name? They probably take a little bit of commission, but it actually goes through whoever it is. I can't remember what one I am. Anyway, I had it with them last year, and I got an email from them, and the email says, "Thank you very much. Your motor insurance is now up for renewal. You will be auto-renewed on this date. And the renewal fee is this. please log on or something like that. I can't remember what it said now. And I don't like this whole auto renewal thing. I think that's outrageous. And there's so many of them do it. They auto renew you without your permission, really. And I went on the site and I'm looking, or this is about a week ago, looking on the site for the tick box that says, do not auto renew. And I couldn't find it anywhere. Presumably they have to have it on there somewhere. But it was well hidden and I couldn't find it. So I rang her up, this girl on the end of the phone. I said, can you turn off the auto renewal, please? I don't want to renew my insurance. Can I ask why? Yes, I'm comparing you with other insurers. And you must do this with everyone. I've said this so many times now. Insurances, gas, electricity, power companies, broadband, the whole lot. Never auto-renew. Try and have a look around if you've got time, if you've got the internet. I know not everyone's got the internet. Maureen, who watches the show on her TV at home, she doesn't have internet. Or at least not, she does because she's getting it through her telly, but she doesn't have a computer screen where she can log on to all these sites and things like that. And you should always do a comparison like that and save yourself a little bit of cash. All right? Anyway, so I've cancelled this Debenhams one, haven't I? Last week that was. And yesterday I'm sitting here. Yesterday afternoon it was. Yesterday afternoon I was sitting there. I thought I must do the car insurance. So I've typed in the details. And if you're with something like Go Compare or I don't know what other insurance. I think I do mine with Go Compare. Things like that. Then it already has all your information. It keeps it. If you create an account, it keeps all your information from last time. Which is brilliant. You haven't got to type it all in again. Unless, of course, you've done a bit more speeding or had some sort of accident and you've claimed anything like that, then you have to add that on there. But if everything is the same and you're lucky enough and nothing's happened to you while you've been driving around or whatever, it's all on there already. Yeah? And then you just push the button. You basically change. You have to change the date. When do you want this from? Obviously, not the 30th of, 30th of May 2019. Now it's the 30th May 2020, isn't it? So from 30th May 2020, and you click the thing and all these different things come out. And blow me down, none of them were cheaper than my auto-renew one. So that was a complete and utter waste of time. I just assumed that it would be dearer because normally, I don't think I've kept the same car insurer for 2 years in a row ever, actually. Not ever. Years ago, you would get something for loyalty, and you don't anymore, except apparently in this case. And I renewed for... I was quite pleased with it. I think it was about 420 quid. Here it is. No, that's not it there. Where's my my receipt there? Is it here somewhere? Oh, I can't find it now. Can't find it now. There we are. Your documents will be stored in your secure customer portal. That sounds posh, that word, doesn't it? Portal. That's probably a word Claire comes across quite a lot. Portal, because it's posh. Claire's very posh. She's in charge of afternoon teas and fashion on this channel. Absolutely. So £421, fully comp for a year. There's a little bit of speeding. I think it's about 3 points speeding from 5 years ago now. So next year, I think that will drop off. And then I'll just have a clean licence again. Because we don't really you don't need to do speeding when you go over sort of 50. Unnecessary. There's no rush. There's no rush. You see these boy races bombing along in their little Vauxhall Novas, don't you? 200 mile an hour. Must get there. Quickly, get to McDonald's. I'm starving. Nope, don't need to do that anymore. Just take it easy. Take it all easy. No need to rush from one place to the other. I used to be terrible for rushing. Forget the car, just going about my daily business. When Mum visited this house a couple of times, and, because she used to take her time. Come on, Mum, come on. I used to be like that. Terrible. Not anymore. Take it easy, mate. Take it easy. No need to have a heart attack. Mick Davenport might have a heart attack if he got put in those angry faces. I see how many he does today. So I've done my car insurance, and I'm quite pleased about that. £421 for 12 months. I'm very happy with that. My heart goes out to you if you're one of those 18 or 19-year-olds, getting your insurance for the first time. I know how it is. Thanks for your messages. I'll be coming into that little message board a little bit later on in the show. We've got the raffle coming up as well today, gang. We've got the raffle coming up, all right? There'll be a little change to the raffle tickets, which I've been thinking about for some time now. And the only reason is I'm just spending a lot of time in here after the show, if you see what I mean, and sorting things out, which I don't mind too much, but it is quite cutting into my day a little bit now. So what we're going to do with the raffle tickets, and thank you very much for your suggestions, and a few people have actually suggested this. You always, one of the suggestions was, when you finish the show, you have mentioned that you like to finish the show, if you see what I mean. You know, so it's finished, switch off and go. Now, obviously, you have to send out stuff and all that business, which is great, that's fine. But other things don't really need to be done. One of those things is the emailing for the raffle tickets. Okay, from next Monday, you won't be able to do that anymore. You're going to have to be with us live to either ask for a raffle ticket in the text box when we do the raffle tickets later on, or text. If you've got text, you know, you can still text, but that must happen while the show is live. The whole idea of having that raffle ticket was, you know, to bring people in. And if people aren't sort of watching and just asking afterwards, then it's a bit pointless. So that's what we're going to do from next Monday. I never do things like that. You know, I always give you plenty of warning so you know what's happening, my loves, all right? So from next week for our raffle tickets, you'll need to be within the show itself to ask for a raffle ticket. That's what it's for the people who are watching the show, you see. That's the whole idea of doing that. All right, so that's next week, and thanks very much for other suggestions. Mark Bowles sent a comprehensive list of ideas for me, so thanks for that, Mark. But that's what I've decided to do there, all right? So from next week, you need to be with us live to ask for your raffle ticket, either by text, by a chat box, or text message, or indeed email while the show is on, you see. But once the show's finished, that's it. No more tickets till the next show. All right, my loves. As I was saying last week, YouTube processing. YouTube are taking some time to process some of these videos at the moment. In fact, last night's show is still not up yet. I mean, it's there, but it hasn't finished processing, so some of you might not be able to see it. And I know some people do like to watch the recording of the show, so sorry about that. That's out of my hands, I'm afraid, the old processing thing going on there. I've emailed the people. I tried to order some more pens. That was over a week ago. Not these ones. These were different. These were a bit different. A couple of you have asked different pens, so I sought that out and requested them. I put the order in, but they didn't ask for payment, which I thought was a bit odd. Usually they pay up front. Anyway, a week's gone by now and still nothing. So we'll wait to hear, because we're a bit low on pens for the bingo now. Yes, 2 went out. I think two or one. 1 or 2 went out last night. So we've only got now 3 pens left as bingo prizes. Shock horror. What if you win? Be terrible, wouldn't it, eh? There'd be no pens available. You have to have something else. Never mind, darlings. We do our best. We do our best, as you well know. So the pens I'm still trying to find at the moment. Beautiful weather today, and it's on its way, gang. The UK weather forecast. Britain to bask in 23 degrees scorcher today. I mean, it's hardly a scorcher, is it? You speak to Michael Pullman, that's where he has scorchers, where he is in Australia, dear. 23 degrees centigrade. So what's that? 23, 46, 56, it's about 76. It's hardly a scorcher, is it? That's a nice temperature, 76. A mini heat wave, they call it a mini heat wave, do me a favour. A mini heat wave is sweeping the country. British people are set to bask in 23 degrees centigrade sunshine today. That's about 76-ish. As a mini heat wave sweeps the country with highs of 25 expected for Wednesday. That's 25, 50, 80. 80 Fahrenheit. They don't translate anymore, do they? Or transpose? What would you say? They don't translate the temperatures anymore, do they, on the weather, have they? They try to move us on, dear, with all these foreign terms, dear. Centigrade, you know, centimetres, what's that? You ever try to go in home base now? I'd like a piece of wood, please. 12 inches long, and they look completely bemused. These young people behind the desk. Not a clue, dear. Not a clue. That's if you can get in while they're busy tapping away to their friends on their mobile phones. The weather is perfectly timed for the eased lockdown weathers, with warm sunshine and clear skies to be spread across the week. I might go to the seaside this week. Yeah, I might go to the seaside. You're allowed to do that, up to an hour and a half. I think Bracklesham Bay is probably within that hour and a half, or somewhere down on the south coast. That's a place where I used to go as a child a lot. We was always going down Bracklesham Bay. Yeah, very uncommercialised, so to speak, if you see what I mean. Very, very uncommercialised. Yeah, it's just basically, and it's not really a beach, it's pebbles. But it's nice to walk around near the sea in it. You know, I could go on a lovely walk, maybe 2 hour walk down there, just around places that I used to go as a child. I like doing stuff like that. So I might just go down to the seaside this week. I don't know. It says, Met Office meteorologist John Griffiths told The Sun online that conditions were generally going to be dry and fine. Oh, yeah, baby. It will gradually warm up over the next few days. Monday's 22, and I've told you that already. So that's good news, isn't it? Be nice to have a nice bit of warm weather. A bit early in the year for the warm weather. But that's all right. I was surprised when I was watching the Mass from the church yesterday. It's like 6 weeks since Easter. Can you believe that? 6 weeks till Easter. And now, 2 months now since we started the lockdown. You couldn't make it up, could you, how the time goes like that? 6 weeks since Easter. Anyone got any eggs left that they don't want? Chocolate eggs. My nephew and his wife sent me 5, but sadly they've all gone. They all went, 5 days after they arrived. I restricted myself to 1 egg a day. I wasn't a greedy person. One, and they were small. They weren't massive eggs. Small eggs. 1 small egg a day. Very tasty. Thank you very much. Yes, we like chocolate eggs. So that's the weather forecast. As I say, the letters are all ready to go. I keep hitting the wrong keys on the keyboard. Anyone else keep doing that? It started off with the semicolon. I kept doing the other thing, the dot and the dash. I don't know what that is. Is that the semicolons is the 2 dashes, isn't it? What's the dot and the little comma? What's that? The dot and the comma, what's that called? That's not a semicolon, is it? Eh? Something like that? I don't know what that is. Michael's saying on the weather there, 23 degrees is nothing. Try 30 degrees plus. Yes, Michael. That's uncomfortable for me, 30 degrees plus. Very, very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. What have you got 12 left of there, Mandy? What have you got 12 left of, darling? Oh, she's got 12 Easter eggs left. Oh, Mandy. Now, I've always liked you, Mandy. I've always liked you. You have, as you well know, you probably don't realise it, but you do have the most important job on this channel, my darling. As you know. I think we've been friends for a long time, Mandy. Perhaps I could put my address over to you and you could pop in I'm happy to pay the postage, to be honest. And relieve you of those 12 chocolate eggs that you've got there, my love. Have you got a cream egg? Great niece Harry and great niece Evie, they had a stack full of eggs. Oh, my God, you should see them all. You should have seen them all. All on the cupboard. And they promised that they'd give me one each. Well, unfortunately, their mum and dad sent me 5. After they saw that happening, they ate them. And one of them was a cream. I hadn't had a cream egg this year. Seriously, I have not had a Cadbury's cream egg this year. Can you believe that? Last year, was it last year or the year before? I bought a box of them. A box. And the reason I bought the box is I think it was the Co-op. I went in the Co-op one day and they'd reduced them. Obviously, the season had gone and they reduced them for something like 10 pence each. Well, I bought the box. And I bought the box of eggs to give out the karaoke people. But of course, once they were in the house. Oh, I love them. Don't you, Cadbury's cream eggs? Oh, they're delicious. Delicious. How dare you? Jason says, no chocolate eggs for fatties. I mean, Christ, it's not that bad, is it? Oh, dear. I think I might be having a baby. I wonder what colour it is. It could be anyone's. Michael Lawrence has got 5 eggs left. Well, I don't want to take one of your 5, Michael, unless they're like great big huge chocolate eggs. Oh, Mandy, she'd send them to me if she asked. Isn't that nice? Mick's got the 12. Oh, same person there. James says it's cloudy where he is. Soon be Christmas, says Mick. Shania's desperate for a clock. I know you are, darling. Well, I'm afraid we've only got one clock left at the moment. We've only got the one clock left at the moment, and that's going in for the Super Chatter raffles. The Super Chatter raffle. If you're wondering what that is, every time you send me a pound, every time you kindly send me a super chat, for each pound, I'll give you a free raffle ticket. There they are. Okay? So they're in here, and that raffle will be drawn on Thursday. That's just for the super chat people. Each time you send a pound super chat, I'll give you a free pink raffle ticket for that. Okay? That's unless you do a super chat ticket for like $1.99, I'll give you two for that because it's only a penny difference. All right. James has got 2 eggs left. Gavin's got 3. Goss, you got a few eggs left there. Mix eating pink and whites. What are they? Pink and white. Little pictures of Piggy there. So, Rachel, now that you've heard me say that, right? When we get to the bingo next Sunday and I say 2 fat Chris's, 2 morbidly obese Chris's, 88, you won't be able to put angry fixers in because you wouldn't have known why. Because I am morbidly obese, darling. You just saw it yourself. Look at it. Look, it's sticking out a mile. My God. Just a minute. Yeah, look, there's about 5 inches. We're not doing centimetres. I told you we're not doing centimetres. No centimetres. Look. 5 inches of fat. Shall I, I think, do you know, I hope my brother-in-law's not watching. I think I've nicked this from him. Oh, dear. Awkward moment. Oh, come on, let's just... I'm going to do this now. Right, that's it. I know I've got tracksuit bottoms on. Doesn't matter. You don't see that bit. Right, hang on a minute. Oh, dear. Well, it says 43. Am I right here? Hang on a minute. What's that on? God. Oh! That's hurting now. What is it now? No, it's about 40. 40. Dreadful. I probably got it in completely the wrong place. I don't know. Oh, wafers and marshmallows. I know those things. Oh, dear. Oh, that's done me in, that is. I mean, you can see the buttons are straining a little bit, but I'm trying to do something. I actually weighed myself yesterday morning, 13 stone 7, which it appears to have gone down a little bit. So I'm sort of reasonably pleased with that. Shania from next week with the raffle tickets. Do you have to wait until you ask for tickets? Yes, please, Shania. Yes. Yeah. You have to kind of wait for them or put them on the end of the show there. If we did it within the show, you see. Thank you, Andy. Andy, he's sent a couple of quid in for the for a tip there. So you get 2 free raffle tickets there, Andy. Thank you. 169 and 170. Yeah, because if we do the raffle tickets all throughout the show, the show will just keep shopping, Shania. That's the trouble, you see. So there will be sort of somewhere within the show, my love. 169 and 170 there. There we are. You can't see the 1 there. 170, yeah. It took... Thank you, Andy. Thanks for the tip there, Andy. Let's have a little jingle there, darling. Yeah, if we did it throughout the show, it would just keep interrupting it, you see. And that would get quite annoying, I think, with normal raffle tickets. It won't happen with the Super Chat ones because there's not many of them, see? And that's why it is. I did think very, very carefully about that over the last few days, but it was quite eating into my daytime. So yes, at the end there, I wasn't really tightening it up. How was I tightening that up, Rachel? Are you watching a different channel, darling? Sorry about that, Shania. That's just one of those things, my darling. I had to do something because it was just taking over the day, and I wasn't. You know, when I go for my walk, I wasn't getting out till after 12 o'clock. And then the time you get back for lunch, it's like 2 o'clock, and it was just taking too long there. 42 inches. Congratulations, that last aisle in the T-Max aisle, Chris. Very good, Paul and Lou. Paul and Lou. Actually, you've already got a job, Paul and Lou, haven't you? I've lost my jobs list of people that I've given jobs to on this channel. Where's it gone there? I did have this size somewhere. It's disappeared somewhere completely, it is. Where is it gone there? It was on a yellow piece of paper, I'm sure. but I can't find it anywhere. Where's it gone now? No, I don't know where that is. I'm having to do it from memory. Paul and Lou, of course, in charge of moderation on this channel, or they share the job with a couple of other people. There we are. Alrighty, so that's that. I've been ordering some stuff on Amazon. Remember, I sometimes I tell you the same stuff as what I told on Sunday night, because I know you're not all there Sunday night. But I ordered they're not chair covers, are they? For my garden chairs that my mate's fat arse managed to break the other day. Basically, it's material. Like they're director's chairs, so you've got a bit of material there and a bit of material there, and that's what you sit on, you see. And if you lean back, that's there. Well, I mean, the chairs are 20 years old, okay? Basically, the material's gone rotten because I didn't always put them inside. Sometimes they got wet. They got a bit mouldy. They've been washed a few times in the washing machine, of course. I usually do them at the beginning of the summer. You know, when the chairs are ready to sit on them, I take them off. And it's not an easy job to take those blooming things out because they kind of slot into slots. These bits of material, right, so they're like that. And on the side, they've got these round, long things, okay? That's the material. On the wooden chairs themselves, they've got this, like, round bit where I don't know how they would make that. Like a long round bit. So you get your material and you push it in, these two. Now, it can be quite difficult to do that, really, and similarly, difficult to take it out as well. It's quite difficult to actually do that. But nevertheless, that's what you have to do. And so I took them out, and there was my mate moaning. Now, my mate doesn't repair things. He never repairs things. And he's an upgrader, right? So something new comes along. Thank you, Shania. $1.99 super chat coming in there from Shania. She's taking a sorry, Shania. I have to ask you, is gambling allowed in the Catholic? Oh, actually, you're not buying raffle tickets, are you? No, you're not. The raffle tickets are a gift, so you're not gambling. It's okay. I was just about to pick up the phone to Bishop Philip then, my darling. And his little pink hat. I know, terrible. I'm going to do you a hymn on the organ this week, Shania. I'm going to do For All the Saints. Because I've been practising that one. I've been practising the organ quite a lot. There you go, Shania. 171 and 172. That's for the clock, okay? There you are. For the Super Chatter raffle on Thursday. Yeah, I've been practising For All the Saints. So I'm going to do that on the organ at some point this week. Just for you, darling. And I'll upload. You will, of course, get to see it before everyone else, my darling. All right. Where were we now? Yes, so the chairs. So you push these things in. Anyway, they've gone rotten. 20 years, I suppose they have gone rotten. And my mate, he's not a fixer. He buys something new. As soon as something goes wrong or there's a little chip missing, oh, he's dreadful. He's got what's it, OBS? Is it OBS? OSD? OSD? ODS? You know where some things, like where that thing, because it's not in the middle, that's probably annoying one or two of you, that thing. Or if something's out of place, you know, maybe that's not quite straight or the lid's not like that. I mean, does that annoy any of you? Because the lid's not on there properly and it's locked off to the side? Oh, I can't remember what it's called now. Anyway, he's got that. He will come round, or, you know, if I see him, and he's got the latest chip on his mobile phone. He said, and he'd be, look at this, look, there's a little crack here on, and you look, and you, well, where? There it is. Look carefully there, and in the phone case will be the tiniest chip you've ever seen in your entire life, and you have to get a magnifying glass out to see this thing. Now look at mine. Look. Look, scratches on the screen. I mean, this is really old. This is as old as the phone. And as you can see, you know, there's bits coming off there. Bits come off the side there. But to me, it still works. It still works. It doesn't do anything wrong. But when something breaks for him, he has to buy a new one. And that would include a car. Tiny little scratch. I mean, he must go around his blooming car with a magnifying glass every night. The tiniest scratch that you and I wouldn't even notice. He's in for a body respray. He's one of those. Yeah, I know. All right for some, isn't it? Eh? Oh, dear me. I don't bother with my scratches anymore. I did have them done recently, actually. Local bloke round here that was recommended to me, and he didn't rip me off. Very pleased to say that. But I had smashed a backlight, so that had to be replaced. And while I said, how much would it cost to get these bits done? And it wasn't that much. It wasn't very dear. He was very, very reasonable. You can't take it into Toyota. You know, they look at it. Oh, you know, they shake their heads. You know, these blokes, especially when they know you know nothing about what you're in there for. You know. Oh, we're gonna have to take the we're gonna have to take 2 panels off for that one, and they've got to be resprayed. Oh, that's gonna be about $1.50 to do that, and you've got a scratch there that's an inch long. Don't think so, mate. Bye bye. Don't bother me that there's a scratch on the car. How does it make it any slower? Any more inefficient? No, won't have it done. But he does, and he's looked at these chairs after his fat ass has gone through one of them, and And he said, oh, you'll have to get 2 new chairs. And I'm like, no, I won't. He said, look, they're rotten. No, the material is rotten. Well, you're not going to get that fixed, are you? Yes. Yes. He said, what about this? And on the side of it, where you've got the armrest and the bottom of the chair, right, there's these 3 things, 3 posts, like posts that are holding the one above the other. One of those is split like that, and it's broken. It's broken like that, and that's a bit. I mean, it would have been dangerous if he fell over that way. I'll be honest with you, but there's like a sharp bit, that sharp bit there, where it's split like diagonally. And he said, "Well, what about this one? It's broken. Wood glue, dear. Wood glue. Have you heard of wood glue?" Some of the blokes on here will know, and even I know this. You fix 2 bits of wood with wood glue, that part of that piece of wood is then stronger than all the rest of it. So there'll be a bit of wood glue going on there and a bit of tape round while it's drying. What's the blooming problem? No, dear, no, we're not wasting money. So I managed to get 2 covers off Amazon, £15 each. That's £30 altogether, instead of paying what seems to be about £60 or £70 for a blooming director's chair. Why they're that, dear, I don't know. Really don't know why that is. But that's the way it is. That's just how it is. Okay. So I've ordered a couple of those. There were other ones I noticed on eBay. My sister's a big fan of eBay. And why not? I mean, it's a good place to get stuff cheap. Both my high quality webcams came off eBay. And I managed to save about 50 quid each for those. The one here and the one at Lincolnshire Television Studio Complex. God knows whenever we're going to be able to go there again. But there was some on eBay for like £2.99, £3.99. I'm thinking maybe they might not be very good quality. So it's not always a good idea to go for the cheapest option, That being said, there are times where the price doesn't matter. I think, for example, food, whether it's in Waitrose or Aldi, if you're choosing the same product. I'm not saying if you go to Aldi, you buy the non-organic one, and if you go to Waitrose, you buy the organic one. Of course, there's going to be a price difference there. Of course. But if you were buying like something like blueberries or potatoes or carrots from one shop or the other, the basic ones, then cheap is the same. With other stuff, maybe not the case, it might be something like that. So I've ordered those. And what else have I ordered? I've ordered some wood oil on the advice of my sister so that I can, what would you say, wood oil the outside chairs. Only £7 for a bottle of that. Only one, a small bottle. It does ages. Would you put that on with something? I've got a J cloth. I can put it on with a J cloth. I've got some large letter stamps I ordered last night. And one of my favourite products, No More Nails. My brother-in-law is not too keen on the No More Nails. He likes to do things with screws and nails. Oh, it's wonderful, dear. You just put a little blob on whatever you're putting on, and then stick it on the wall. Wonderful. But sometimes a bit of tape to hold it up temporarily. I've bought it for a purpose. The outside of my house here, I've got a few ceramic tiles on. Patterns and stuff that actually my mate has bought me over the year. He bought me some butterflies and some birds, and they're not flat. They're like 3D, so the butterfly, the wings are out like that, and I've stuck those on the wall outside, and they look quite nice, I think, at the front of my house. Well, I thought to myself, I've got all these other tiles. I started collecting tiles and hanging them in the living room. But when I had the living room decorated, I thought, no, they don't go there anymore. So I've got all these ceramic tiles with beautiful pictures on. I meant to bring them up to show you, actually, with all different beautiful pictures on. And I thought, well, I'll, as we've got a bit of time at the moment, I'll get my ladder out and start putting them on the front of the house. And they look pretty. They don't match or anything. To me, they look pretty. You know, other people would come along, oh, it'd devalue your house. Well, it's my house, dear. Do what I like with it. So just nice to have a little bit of prettiness everywhere, don't you think? We like pretty. We particularly like Priti Patel. I like her. Oh, there's a strong character, isn't she, eh? I like a lady that that rings up her staff and tells them that they're useless. Peter Wright just popping in a £2 super chat there. Peter, thanks very much. I'll give you a couple of raffle tickets for the clock on Thursday, which we're raffling for the super chatters. Peter Wright 173 and 174 for Peter. Okay. All right, I'll just put those in there for you, Peter. 173, 174. There you go. All right. Oh, let's just put those in there like that. Okay. I haven't missed anyone out there. I've done Shania's, haven't I? I've done Shania's. There we are. Mick says, everyone's trying to win these last super chat clock, but it's mine. I need one for the kitchen and one for the hallway. That's greedy, isn't it? Dear me. Dear me. Yes, text while the show's on. That's an idea, actually. While the show's on, yes, that would work. While the show is on, okay, at any time while the show's on, you can email or text, all right? But for the chat box, you've got to wait till the end because otherwise it comes really messy. Not that I refer to the chat box much all the time. Mike Reese-Ponto, some stuff on eBay isn't cheaper. Always search on Google first, says Mike there. Funnily enough, again, going back to my mate, he sold a pair of his old he's just upgraded his earbuds. You know those Apple things, what they stick in the ear? All the lads wear them. Have you noticed that? All the lads that go around have got these little white things sticking out their ears. They're wireless headphones. Well, he's got the new ones now. There was nothing wrong with the old ones. Oh, no. No, he's got the new ones. He says they've got a rubber bit, so they stick in your ear. How much? 250 quid. For a pair of earphones. I didn't even spend that when I was a DJ on the... Here's my... Have I got them in here? No. I've got DJ headphones. They are, for those of you technically minded, they are Beyer, B-E-Y-E-R, DT770s. Okay? And they were about 100 quid. They lasted me years. They were falling apart and they never went wrong. And I bought 2 lots of those eventually, but they lasted for years and years when I was DJing in hot, sweaty nightclubs and places like that. And they were fantastic. They were less than £100. 250 quid for these little white things sticking in your ears. But he sold his old ones on eBay and he wanted 65 quid. And by the end of yesterday, he got £85 for them. So he's quite pleased about that. And of course, that's a good chunk out of what you've just paid, isn't it? You know, I was looking at upgrading my iPhone and I nearly went for iPhone SE, which is the new one at the moment. Simply because this is starting to play up a little bit. It's not gone wrong yet, but certainly the battery now, I'm charging this twice a day now instead of once a day. And sometimes what is it yesterday? Something happened yesterday. Yeah, I couldn't get it to open, but it's all right now. So I looked at the iPhone SE and I thought, oh, £500. Or, you know, at this point in our lives, you know, when we've got to hang on to our money a little bit because of what's going on. I thought, oh, no, I don't know about that. And then I realised I could trade it in for a couple of £100, which brings down the price of it quite substantially, doesn't it? An iPhone 8, and they ask all these questions. Has it got scratches, this, that and the other business, you know, on there. So it is a good way of perhaps not spending out as much as you thought you might have to. Well, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have gone and spent £500. I wouldn't have done that because, you know, got to hold on to money at the moment. If it then comes down to sort of 300, well, that's a different thing. I think it actually came down to something like 220, but still 220 quid. I'm just tight. I just don't like spending money. Terry's got the GT150s. I don't know those ones, Terry. Don't know those ones, I'm afraid. Rachel got her son a pair of Samsung earbuds for his birthday last year. You omit to tell us how much they were, Rachel. Go on, tell us. Tell us. Why are those blooming earbuds so small? Shania likes the idea of that. Okay, yep, so we'll do that then. That's great. Good morning, Colin. Morning to you, Colin. While the show is on, email or text in for your raffle ticket. If you're with us live, just wait till the end as usual. Easy as that, okay? But you need to do it while we're here live, so that when the show finishes, it finishes, and then there's no work to do other than letters and things to send off to the lovely people that have won stuff or bought stuff, whatever like that. Who was having a greenhouse built? Someone was with us Saturday that was having a greenhouse built, possibly by their son. Did that happen? Are you here today? I'd be fascinated to receive a picture of the completed greenhouse or something like that. It's something I thought I might have in the garden at one point, but my garden isn't massive, and I'm a bit amiss to taking away a bit of green. Do you know what I mean? I quite like the green, and I don't have many flowers in the garden. I tend to have some flowers somewhere most of the time, but not like a massive show of flowers all the time. A little bit like Rachel, because Rachel, similar to myself, has a west-facing garden. So we only get the sun. I don't know about you, Rachel. I get the sun in the garden. It's just coming over now. Let me have a look. What's the time now? No, it's not in my garden yet. It's further than the garden because the house is in the way of the sun. See, so it's further than the garden. But I get the sun in the garden around about 12 till 4. Only half the day. 12 till 4. So I would imagine your back garden is the same as that. And Rachel, I don't think I've still got it on here. Have I got Rachel's thing on here? I might have taken it off now. Rachel sent me a lovely picture, a lovely little video of her garden, which we all saw last week, of course. So yeah, that's why I don't get too much coming up there. What we saying there? Morning, Jason Hughes. Hello to Luke. Bose headphones are brilliant. Yeah, I've got some of those wireless ones, which I've had several years. I didn't pay the full price though, because I bought them in Florida. When I was on Florida, I think that's when I was with my nephew in about 5 years ago now for his was it his 18th birthday or his 17th? Can't remember now. One of the two. I think it was his 18th birthday present, but he was 17 at the time, and we did a couple of days of shopping there, which it's just it's one of the best holidays ever. That I tell you that now. And there was a Bose shop there, and I went in there and sort of looking around. And, I don't know about this. And he pushed me into buying stuff there. Oh, what do you reckon on these? I don't know. They were a bit. Go on, buy them if you want them. Buy them. Of course, you're on holiday, so you've got that money saved up anyway, haven't you? You know, to buy things on holiday. So I bought a pair of Bose. Well, they're not the noise cancelling ones, but Bose headphones, and they sit on there and lovely. They're not in-ear things. I'm not keen on those things stuck in your ear all the time. Really, I don't think they're particularly good, especially if you've been swimming or something like that. You put those earbuds in, obviously the insides of your ears are wet. Well, they're not going to dry out, are they? If you've got something stuck in them, like a pair of those headphones. No, very bad. Paul and Lou have got AirPods, expensive, but he loves them. Are they the new ones, Paul and Lou? Are they the poor ones? But are they the brand new ones there, Paul and Lou? As a matter of interest. Come on, Rachel. She hasn't told us yet. How much were those Samsung earbuds? Stupid little things. How many of those get lost? You know? How many of those little ear things get lost by people? They must lose loads of those. And can you buy one? Can you sort of buy one earbud if you lose one or not? Morning to Tony Hood. Vinnie Jones. A lot of people say that. No, I'm not as hard as him, mate. Nowhere near it. Morning, Tony. Whereabouts are you? I think you're new to the show, so welcome along to you, sir. What else have I ordered? Some wood glue as well. As I say, I ordered some wood glue to fix the chair, and that'll be nice and fixed. They'll all be new. I'll show you them when they're done. I might even make a video of me trying to put the inserts back in. They're not called chair covers, are they? What are they called? Anyone know? So you've got director's chair, material at the back, material there. They're not covers though, because they're not covering the chair. Are they called inserts, or what are they called? I don't know. Don't know what they're called. The tape has arrived for me to fix the hole in my shed. Now, it's a temporary fix. Does anyone do this, right? So you've got something that needs to be fixed. Basically, it needs a new piece of wood there, right? How you'd pull that old wood out and put a new bit in, I do not know. I'm not talented in the work of woodwork, right? So I thought I was going to get a long piece of plastic. You may remember this from last week. Long piece of plastic to put along there. And then I thought to myself, well, I'll have a word with Gary, my nephew, who knows about these things. He said he'd get a bit of felt, you know, that roofing felt, and kind of staple that there and around there, so that covers the hole like that. At the moment, as a temporary, because it had to be done, because there's a big hole in there, the water's coming in. So as a temporary fix, I've got some bin bags, black bin bags, folded them over a couple of times and gun stapled them to the good bits of wood. And now the waterproof tape has also arrived. Duck waterproof tape. Again, I left it downstairs. I meant to show you that this morning. And I'll tape that over as well as a temporary fix. The trouble is, I have a feeling that's going to become more permanent fix. Once that's done and it works, you're not going to bother until it goes again, are you? Be honest. Does anyone do that? Duct tape, gaffer tape fixes everything. Oh, it's wonderful, dear. Wonderful. Duct tape absolutely fixes everything. You got to use it. You know, small cut on your hand, duct tape. Clean it first. Clean it first. Don't want septicemia. Clean it first. Duct tape on there. So much better than a plaster. Really, and cheaper. Much cheaper. Nice big roll of that. Or if you like, if they use it at work, nick a roll from there. That's what I used to do. But they do a waterproof one, which is clear, and that's the one I've got for outside. So I have a feeling once that's done, it's done, and that's it. Next time it gets fixed is when it goes again. Anyone else do that? Tony's in Scarborough. Oh, yeah. Where are you going to? Scarborough Fair. Lovely part of the world, Yorkshire. I love it up there. I love it up there. We went to Whitley. Oh, God, Whitley. Damn, what's it called now? Where the train is. There's a steam train on... That's not Scarborough, is it? Where's the steam train go? It's on... Oh, gosh, it's on the coast, little fishing village. Lovely place. Lots of old people going around with dogs. A great big fat seagull. The seagulls were even fatter than me, and that's saying something. God. You see these fat seagulls suddenly land on the little bandstand, and the bandstand starts leaning over. That's how fat they are. They must just eat and eat and eat. One landed on my knee, on my nephew's wife's shoulder. She was doing her head in. She went mad. Welcome, Tony. Hello to John Aitken. Whitby. Thanks very much, John. Whitby, that's the place. Andy, Whitby. Yep, that's the one. There's a beautiful steam train there, which I've mentioned many times now. You get on that steam train and you go through the most beautiful countryside. Really. Really. And you can get off at the place where they filmed that old-fashioned police series starring Nick Berry. That one. What is it called? You know the one I mean? Oh, gosh, what's that called again now? Can't remember. Someone will tell us. Costas del Scarborough, that's where he is. Mandy's got wireless ones. JVC, noise cancelling, 160 quid. Yeah, I can understand that, why you'd want noise cancelling, Mandy. Does it block out the moaning of your husband? Is that the right reason? Is that why you've got those, darling? Oh, what wonderful thing is, once he starts moaning, just put your earbuds in, can't hear him anymore. What a great idea, Mandy. I'm with you on that one. Peter, they're over £100, the Samsung ones. Are they? Okay, Paul and Lou's were 150, so they're probably not the newer ones, are they? As I say, my mate's got the newer ones. Shocking. 250 quid on a pair of headphones. Let's have a look there. Let's have a look. Right, scroll down. Heartbeat. Thanks very much, James. Heartbeat is the programme. Well, you're quite young to know that. Heartbeat, Peter. Yep, that's great, that programme. That's great. Heartbeat. You get off and you go to sort of Heartbeat country, and they've got an old police car out there, and it's a lovely walk. It's a blooming steep hill from the train station up there. Oh, dear me. And, of course, my nephew and his wife, they're pushing the pram because one of my great niece is Olivia. She's severely disabled. She can't walk or do anything really. She's in this pram. Of course, as she's getting older, she's getting a bit heavier as things happen, you know. And they're trying to push this pram up the hill. Guys, I did it for about a second. And I can't do this. How unfit is that? Heartbeat, that was it. Fartbeat. Is that what you call it? Fartbeat. Good. So I don't think we got the person who had the greenhouse built with us today, which is a shame. But my niece, who's out in Cyprus at the moment, they've got this swimming pool. Which I think he bought it. I don't know how much it was, but it's not a swimming pool sort of in the ground. You know, it's above the ground. So you kind of set up this framework, put this blue, I suppose, some sort of blue thick plastic thing in, and fill it with water. They just sit in that, you know, which is nice. It's big, but not big enough to sort of do lengths. You know, you probably do 2 strokes with your arm, and you'd be at the end of it. Thanks so much, one man and his Sprinter van, asking for thumbs up there. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, we haven't done that, have we? I have got a few bits to show you today. Now, I did show them last night. I did show them for the bingo last night, but this is a different audience this morning. So I can show you these pictures, and there's one video there as well. Or is it 2 videos? Hang on. Roy, Shania... there's one little video there as well. So how we got 31 people, 8 likes. Let's ask for 20 likes today, shall we? Ask for 20 likes, 20 thumbs up, please, and I'll show you the videos and the photos that people have been sending in. If you ever want to send anything in, whatever it is, please feel free to do so on the email there, chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Send in your stuff, and I'll be happy to show that on there for people to see. A photograph of anything, whatever it is, picture of your house, I don't know, your pet cat. If you've got a story to go with it as well, email that across and I'll read it out while I'm showing your picture or video or whatever it is, all right? Just send it to that email address. Don't do it over to Facebook or anything like that because it'll get lost, all right? So anything like that you want to send in there. Gavin's got some JBL headphones, 30 quid. Wireless ones, that's very good. Were they second-hand, Gavin? Were they off eBay or something like that? That sounds a very good price to pay for JBL headphones. Wow. Scarborough Castle, not been there. Oh, is there ghosts there? Oh, we like spirits. I like spirits. There's one that's in here. I have a spirit in here in my house. Yeah. It never makes itself known to me other than makes me feel very happy to be in here. But if there's anyone in here that I don't really want here anymore, it makes itself known. I'm absolutely serious about that. Many stories. I could tell you the stories. I've told them many times on this show. I won't do them today. But yeah, there's things that happen in here when I'm not here and someone else is. But nothing ever happens while I'm here other than me feeling comfortable and warm. So it's obviously something to do with me. I'm not sure who it is. John's been to the Heartbeat Village. It was a great day out. Oh, it really is. Highly recommended. Beautiful holiday, especially with people not travelling abroad at the moment. It's an excellent place to go. Yorkshire, so many different places. Beautiful part of the country. Really is. Heartbeat's on ITV2 every day at the moment. Is it okay? Good morning to Yvonne. Hello to Yvonne today. No manhood photos. Well, no, they would have to come in a private folder, Mick. But please don't send yours, darling, okay? The Royal was filmed in Whitby. I don't know what that is, the Royal. Not sure what that is. Good. All right, lady caves. Now, ladies, here's a question for the ladies today. Do you have lady caves? Like the men, a lot of the men have man caves. You know, they've got like some sort of shed or something like that. I'm sure some of the blokes I know have got those things on here. Man caves and things like that. My brother-in-law's got the most wonderful man cave. It's like all stuff in there where he does his videos from. Retro Restore channel on YouTube, and he's got Butler's Empire channel on there as well. And he's got a little bit of a really nice man cave actually. It's huge, absolutely huge. Other people have got smaller ones and different things inside. You know, some of the, I would say much older blokes, I would say 60 plus, have got like electric train sets, and I'd love one of those. I'd love a great big electric train set layout, but I'd not be very talented in doing like pictures and trees and things like that. You know, little trees hanging up. I could put the track together, you know, from a plan. I'd be able to do that and probably do the electrical connections as well. But when it comes to the scenery, I wouldn't be good at that. And putting the wood up. Do you know what I mean? That's not me. You can. I've mentioned before, you can get someone to come in and do all that, you know. You can actually get someone to come in, plan a layout in a spare room, shed, loft, and build it. Don't know how much it would cost. I would imagine quite a few £1,000s. But, you know, if you've got the money and you wanted something like that, it'd be wonderful. I'd love something like that. Electric train set. Proper, massive electric train set. I've got electric trains. I've got one here, actually. This was my favourite ever Christmas present. Okay? It was a set. And I hate to tell you that some of the carriages and trucks and things have been stored in the shed and have not fared well. Really, they haven't fared well, but I've got a few engines. There's another one somewhere. I don't know where it is now. I've got a Flying Scotsman somewhere. I don't know where I've put that. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. No, can't see it. Can't see it. Never mind. But I do have a set, which is an Intercity 125. That's up. I think that's up in the loft somewhere. And rarely, once every few years, I get it down and set up the track and watch it go round and round for a while. I love it. I love it. And some people would have a man cave, like a large shed to do something like that. They might have that. My cousin Tim. I've got two cousins called Tim. One Tim cousin, so to speak. He's got his man cave, and in there is a bar. He's in Australia. He's got the bar, sofas, a telly, you know, when he wants to escape from the missus. Well, I wondered if ladies had things like this as well. Do you have lady caves? Like a little room where only you tend to go and do your stuff? In the Daily Mirror today, a handyman has transformed his garden shed into a pub, complete with all the drinks he could ever want and a karaoke machine to keep the family entertained during lockdown. This is great. There's a picture of it here, which looks absolutely amazing. And it just looks like a pub. It's that good. Wooden panelling, you know, and like proper lights and fridges stocked with all sorts of various alcoholic drinks behind there. It says one man has taken matters and created his very own pub in his back garden, inside his shed. This bloke's in Essex and has spent 2 years giving his 20-foot shed a makeover and finished his efforts just in time for lockdown. The 56-year-old was inspired by the pub The Mitre, which is in Camden Town, which his partner's parents used to run. When Amanda's mum and dad passed away, he decided to pay tribute to them by recreating the beloved pub. He even tracked down the original pub sign and he put that up in there. The makeshift pub has real brickwork inside and 22,000 pennies individually stuck to the wall. Yes, we had that in Belushi's. If I remember rightly, behind the bar, because Belushi's, where I worked for many years, it was a fantastic job. The best job with all these different nationalities of people coming in and just mixing. And enjoying the music and the singing. And they would be left, you know, foreign coins. And they'd be all on the wall, stuck on the wall. Notes, coins, everything. Blooming wonderful. He's done the same sort of thing. The bar is fully stocked with all the beverages you could ever wish for. There's draft pumps, a darts board on the wall, and even a karaoke machine to keep everyone entertained, to keep David and his wife entertained. All of the hard work on the place was recently completed, and they can't wait to show it off to all their loved ones. He says, I'm going to have the biggest party ever when all this is over. What a great idea. And as I say, we know lots of men with these little sheds and things like that, if you've got the space to do it. What about the ladies? Do you have something like this? My sister, she has a sewing room where she's got a sewing machine and it's her hobby. She likes to do it. She made this. You know, she made this up there. She made the face masks, as you know, stuff like that. Do we have any ladies with their own rooms or anything like that? Mandy says, you can have a man cave, Mick, it's called the kitchen. Paul Adamson doesn't know about lady caves. Jason, my Mrs. Cave is full of electrical items. Oh, dear. What about you, Rachel? Have you got your own sort of room? Rachel says, I've got my own living room study where I do my karaoke. Does your husband not like the karaoke then? That's always a bit awkward, isn't it? Because karaoke is loud. DJ Chris, someone shot at him with an air rifle, broke his window. And I'm like, oh, I wonder why that was. He said, what do you mean? I said, well, you're probably singing all the blooming time. They got fed up with listening to your voice. Let's have a look. Good morning to Analog Restoration. Good morning to you. You're new, aren't you? Welcome along to the show. There's Claire. Hello, lovely Claire. No, dear, we have boudoirs. Claire has a boudoir. I bet she's got one of those couches, you know, with a rolled top in her room. She just lays on there. Servants bring her peeled grapes. Is that right, Claire? Lady caves, have we all got any of those? What about you, Yvonne? Have you got your own room or something that you do stuff? And what do you do in your lady rooms? Huh? Got to be something more interesting than putting makeup on, I suppose. Eh? Anything like that at all? We'll see. Hello to Ash Thomas Films. Welcome along. DAB, oh, I don't know. The trouble is, Ash, if you go on DAB, then you get all these restrictions, don't you, from Ofcom. Oh, they're so important. The people are, can't touch me on here. Can't touch me. Ofcom. Yeah, what a wonderful organisation. I'm sure they do a lot of good work. But, you know, when you get these stories that one person has complained about it and it's got someone the sack, oh, please do me a favour. You know. They listen to too many people sometimes, I think. Thank you very much for the comment, though, Ash. Whereabouts are you, Ash? Do let us know. Good morning to Maureen, who's just texted in on the texting this morning. Very good morning to you, Maureen. And what else have we got here? So that's the Lady Caves. A couple of you have got Lady Caves. Mandy's lady room is Morrison's. It's Mandy. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? He says you're... Hit him, Mandy. Hit him, darling. Hit him. Outrageous. Morning to Tony. Most women have washing machines in their private rooms. Ooh, we're getting a bit sexist there, darling. They won't. They'll have you for that. These girls on here, Tony. Welcome, Tony Hod. Is it Hod? Hood. Tony Hood. Welcome along to the show. Lots of new people on there this morning. Stoke-on-Trent for Ash, which is the place to go. I've got a friend there, Simon Keane. He does, he used to do karaoke. He got fed up doing it. He got fed up because people kept moaning all the time. Simon's a bit like me. He's a bit mouthy. He's very, very loud. Very loud. And he used to like telling jokes in between the karaoke songs. Well, they didn't like it, did they? Miserable people. Miserable. Oh, why don't he just play the song so we can sit here? Have you seen some of these karaoke people and how miserable they look when they're singing? Why have you even come out of the house? Oh, dear. Some of them, you see, some of them. And I've always said with karaoke, it doesn't matter if you can sing or not. It really doesn't matter. What you need is to be a character. You need to be a character. And, you might have someone singing away. I don't know what they're going to sing. Sun is shining in the... Here's the difference, right? Here's the difference. Sun is shining in the sky. There ain't no clouds above. Right? Here's the difference. Screen over there, right? Sun is shining in the sky. There ain't no clouds above. That one. There's the difference. Huge difference. You need a bit of character if you're going to sing at karaoke. And then it doesn't matter whether you can sing or not. It really doesn't. We have, when we were doing it on Mondays and Fridays, I don't know when that's going to happen again, but we would have perhaps on a Monday, and we would have characters in there. Big and popular people, because we used to stream it live. Those of you that are new to the show, we used to stream it live. I've got a karaoke channel on here as well that we used to screen the show live to, and people loved the characters. Just because you were a good singer, and there would be people who were really good singers who had no character. They're just staring blindly at the screen and the voice would be perfect, but it was nothing else. And you need something else. You can't just be good at singing. In fact, I personally think that when you watch the Eurovision, some of those artists on there, dear me, then they're all characters, what they're doing there, isn't it, you see? Yvonne loves doing her own karaoke. She does crocheting blankets for special babies blankets and animal rescues there. So that's what Yvonne does there. Don't worry about that, Tony. Just take what I say with a pinch of salt, my darling. It's all part of having a little life there. It wasn't sexist. They pretend to do the washing but sit on the machine. Oh, yes. Oh, come on, lads. How many times you ring up the wife? How have you done today? Oh, I'm so tired. I've been doing the washing. What? You put it in the machine, push the button and turned it on? That's it, dear. You haven't sat there scrabbing away here. I've been so busy. I've been doing the washing. Do me a favour, girls. Come on. We know that's not the case anymore. Unless, of course, you haven't got a washing machine. Have you got one of those things? Scrubbing away. You have to take all your washing down to the local river. Is that what you have to do? Is it? Yeah, scrub it. And the soap. And the carpets. Have you got one of those carpet beaters? I bet you haven't got one of the... Oh, I've been doing the carpets today. What? You spent 3 minutes taking a hoover around? Do me a favour, please. It's not work. Work is sitting here trying to find out what to say again. They put these carpet... If you've done the carpets... I don't suppose for one moment many of you have got those great big posh rugs. Well, maybe Claire, because she's posh. She'll have those rugs, you see. But she won't have to do it herself. She's got servants. She gets these big rugs and they hang it up outside, and with that thing, bang, bang, and all this dust comes out. Complete with bits of coronavirus. Very dangerous. Wear a mask. Wear a mask. Claire, my mum Angela is a karaoke character. She can't sing a note, but people love her. Absolutely. We do love your mum, Angela. We love your mum. She has attitude and doesn't give a damn. That's how you got to be, darling. That's how you got to be. That's how you've got to be, though. Yvonne needs her own room to sing in. Rachel had the twin tubs. They were good, weren't they? Excellent. A carpet beater. Andy uses a Dyson. Oh, no wonder you've been buying more raffle tickets than Andy. Now that you've said you've got a Dyson, we know you've got money, mate. That's a big mistake, that was. I've got just an ordinary Hoover here. Hoover. 2,000 watts. Bought before the EU decided we could only have 1,000 watt Hoovers. But that thing barely sucks at all. It hardly sucks. I can suck harder than that Hoover. You are some of the... It doesn't matter anyway, darling. Let's do another couple of stories, gang. I quite like this one. In the Sun this morning. Jog on, it says. Jog on. Here's the bizarre moment. A group of 18 pals pretending to exercise as a were caught breaking lockdown rules by the cops. And there's a picture. And they are sort of lads. Do you know what I mean? The sort of... That might have a little bit of a rowdy time in pubs and things like that. So... this is great, this story. Footage... shows the policeman who caught them crack a smile as the crowd break into star jumps and jumping jacks as he approaches. Now, what a jumping... I don't dare try one in here. A jumping... Isn't that... I'll do 2 of those and I'll be worn out. Seriously. One of the group gathered outside a shop, believed to be in Birmingham, shouts, high knees and lunges, like a fitness instructor when they saw the policeman coming, because they were breaking the lockdown. Right, it's getting hot in here. Oh, dear, hang on a minute. He tells the cop, we're exercising, sir, in the viral video posted on Twitter with the caption, getting the 30 minutes of exercise with the community. It shows an officer approaching that. You see, I can see the funny side of this. One of those left-wing loonies would be saying, oh, you shouldn't really be doing that. And why is the policeman smiling? Like, have you seen those people moaning about the NHS staff who, in their spare time, make TikTok videos? What is wrong with people? How dare you criticise anyone who's working for the NHS now? How dare you? Stupid people. You know, oh, they shouldn't really be doing those dancing while they're working for the NHS. You think they would have done that while they was at work? No, they're on a break or have finished. And they're just having a little bit of a laugh. Leave them alone. You know the sort of people. They can't see the funny side of anything. Left-wing loonies, I call them. Did you see them up at Hyde Park? What a bloody lot of idiots. Ow, there's no virus. Let's all have a hug. You fools. You fools. It says, One of the boys appears to be leading the routine, shouting high knees and lunges. What high knees? Is that where you put them right up? Let me try and do that now. Oh, God, blimey. Oh! Hi, star. Let's do the star thing. What is it? Star jumps. Oh, dear. Oh, fat stomach showing. Sorry about that. Yeah. Hello. It's probably better like that, isn't it? Should I do the show like that? Is that better? Look how old my neck looks now. Oh, dear. I'm tired after that, love. High knees and star jumps. That's what we got to do. One of the boys appears to be leading the routine, shouting high knees and lunges like a fitness instructor. He tells the cop, "We're exercising, sir." Under the current lockdown restrictions, group meetups are strictly forbidden, though British people are allowed to meet one person outside their household at a social distance. Here we go. While some online saw the funny side of the video, others slammed the group for breaking the lockdown rules. One user found the hilarious, writing, "I can't stop laughing." Another added the officer had to crack a smile. But one angry user, was far less amused, writing, "My heart breaks for those working in the front line. They sacrifice their lives to save ours and you cannot do them. Can't see the funny side of anything." Yes, they are in the wrong, of course they are, but for Christ's sake, show a little bit of humour. Dear me. Dear me. COVID-idiots, that's what they are, Andy. COVID-idiots. Oh, yes, people mentioning the people mentioning the protest now. Jason, Mick and Mandy wash their clothes in the Malago. What's the Malago? I don't know what that is, a Malago. No idea what a Malago is. Shall we do the raffle? Ready for the raffle? And then we've got some more stories. Okay, it's a weekly raffle happening right now, boys and girls. Now, did we use that other camera this time? That's that one. Oh, that one's all right, isn't it? That one's all right. It's time for our weekly raffle draw, boys and girls. Someone is about to win a fridge magnet. I hope you've been writing your numbers down. All right, someone is about to win a fridge magnet. There'll be some more raffle tickets coming out later for next Monday's raffle. Remember that. This is our regular Monday raffle. Everyone can have a raffle ticket. Don't forget, we change from next week. Slight change. You must ask for a raffle ticket while the show is on. Okay, either by email or by text. Anytime by email or text, or within the chat box towards the end of the show when I say raffle tickets now. All right, so that's from next week. You won't be able to ask for a raffle ticket outside of when the time the show is on live. This is because it's just become a little bit too much for little old me to do everything, plus the quiz, plus the bingo and everything else. Right, there has to be a sort of limit. Right, so we're now. Can you buy 200 super chat tickets if you want? No, you can't. You can't. You can send me if you want a £200 super chat tip, and I will give you free of charge 200 tickets. But you can't buy 200 tickets. No. Incorrect, Peter. All right. So if you send me £200 in a super chat, not only will I love you for about 10 seconds, okay, I will also give you 200 tickets. All right. We're now mixing. We are mixing. Now you will notice I'm always very careful, okay, to show you there's nothing in my hands, okay, and I always like to look straight at the camera while I'm mixing, so you know I'm not looking at the tickets. Hope you've written your numbers down. And now we are going to have the drum roll. Here we go, gang. Okay, there we go. Got one. There we are. So it's ticket number 931. It's a green ticket number 931. Who has ticket number 931? Who's got ticket number 931? Speak now. Oh, by the way, if you can't super chat for whatever reason, you can do it on a PayPal as well. There's a PayPal, okay? So if you can, for some reason, some people can't do a super chat. They can't do it. So if you want to do it on a PayPal as well, do it on there. Let me know on the chat box that you've done it, and I'll also get an email as well from PayPal to verify that. So you can do a super chat if you want by PayPal as well. All right. Okie doke. Let's what are we doing? 931. Was it 931? There you go. Who's got ticket number 931? Who's got ticket number 931? Speak now or forever hold thy tongue. Are you with us this morning? 931? Yes! He's there. It's Mr. Jason Hughes. I'm so pleased you're there, Jason. Last week's one was never claimed. Wasn't claimed last week, but never mind. There we go. 931. There you go. And that is Mr. Jason Hughes. Congratulations, Jason. Well done. Very pleased for you. Have you got one of these yet, Jace? As a matter of interest, Peter Wright was quite close with that 939. There you go. All right. Well done, Jason. Could you just email me your full postal address there, and I'll get that in the Oh, got an email here. Just a moment. Oh, the pen people have just replied. Excellent. Please click below to see a picture of your chosen items. These are nice. These new pens are a bit nicer than the last ones. Oh, yeah. I'm going to show you this. These are the new pens that are coming for the. We're gonna do this for the bingo, okay, and also the what's the other thing? The bingo and the raffle. Yes, the bingo and the raffle. So you can choose what you want as soon as these arrive. Okay. Oh, hang on a minute. This is my doctor. Do you mind a moment? Hello? Hello, speaking. Hello, Jenny. Yeah. There we are. Sorry about that, gang. It was just a doctor on the phone. I've got to have an asthma review, apparently. I thought they were going to do that because I seem to be... The last few weeks, I've been banging away on this for whatever reason. I don't know why. Although in the last 2 days, it's kind of calmed down a lot. I think I've been ordering too many of those. So that's one of those things. All right. No, it's not piles. Shut up. I'm going to show you these new pens. They're really nice. These are... I think they're metal. I think soft touch pen, blue chrome with blue ink. Okay, so they're all the same colour. Right, hang on. Let's show you these. These are the new... Shania, you're going to want one of these. Shania collects pens, don't you, love? Here. There you go. Look at those. They're nice, aren't they? And you probably can't see. Unfortunately, they can't get the logo on there, but it says on there, I'm one of Chris Reardon's winners, 2020, and then it says UnitedKingdomTalk.co.uk. Aren't they nice? Yeah, I'm pleased with those. How much are they going to cost me? Oh my God. How much? What, for 50 bleeding pens? Dear me. But I think it's worth it. Yeah, I think it's worth it. It's the blooming tax that goes on after it, isn't it? Jesus Christ. Yeah, so that's good. So there'll be the new pens that will be coming at some point. All right. Clap again. Let's have a look there. Loudspeaker. Where are we now? Loudspeaker. I don't know what's that loudspeaker there, Ash? I don't know what you mean there. Can anyone read? No, not piles. It's just an asthma review. So Jason's won that. Good. I'm not pregnant, Sean. I know it looks like it. Tummy. That went this morning. Went to bed. Got up. It was stopped. It stopped whatever that was. Okay. Good. Email sent, and I've got it. Thank you, Jason. That'll be in the post for you as soon as we finish the show today. All right? Well, we'll do a couple more stories, gang. While I'm doing the stories, just to let you know, while I'm doing the stories, feel free to chat to each other. I tend not to refer too much to the chat while I'm doing the stories now because it kind of breaks the flow, if you see what I mean. But hairdresser claims we've been using dry shampoo wrong. Has anyone used dry shampoo? I don't think I've ever used dry shampoo, but some people do, apparently. It says, do you use dry shampoo? Do you ever feel it doesn't seem to be working right? I think I've used it on a cat once. There was cat shampoo, and you just put this powder on. Because cats like to be brushed. Well, not all of them, but some cats like to be brushed. So if you can get the shampoo dry, all well and good. The cat's happy, you're happy, everyone's happy. According to a hairdresser, it could be because you're doing it wrong if you're not getting the right results. She's done a TikTok video, the correct way to use dry shampoo, and apparently she's going to show us how to do it right. And she says she begins by spraying the product. Oh, it's a spray, is it? Oh, I thought it was some sort of powder. Generously all over her head at the roots. It sounds like what we would usually do, except there's one big difference. Instead of immediately rubbing the dry shampoo in, she then leaves it to sit for 5 or 10 minutes on the hair. She then encourages women to leave it in the hair while they're doing their makeup or something like that. Then she rubs it in, making sure to spread it through evenly. After that, she takes a hairbrush and brushes it through the hair. Has anyone here used dry shampoo before? To finish, she follows all this with a dry conditioner. She adds, this goes against everything that I've learned, but my favourite dry shampoo in the world is Dove. I don't know anything about it. Not their shampoo and conditioner, dry shampoo. It's not the shampoo and conditioner, but the dry shampoo. But keep that between us. Thousands of people have liked and shared and commented on the video. She said, I didn't even know that dry conditioner existed, so she's got that as well. So, leave it on your hair for an extra 5 minutes. I think that's what she's saying there. Has anyone ever done that at all? Dry shampoo? How are we doing on the likes this morning, by the way? Oh, okay, 16. We need 4 more likes. Then I can show you the people's pictures and videos that they've been sending in. Okay? Anyone want to see the pictures and videos that people's been sending in? Hit the little thumbs up likes button at the bottom and I'll show you. If not, we'll carry them over on tomorrow's show there. Good morning to Adrian. Morning to Adrian. Date phone call. It date. Don't know what an it date is. What's an it date? Rachel uses dry shampoo on the children during school days. I suppose it's quite quick to do, is it that? I don't know. Maybe you're doing it. You might be doing it wrong, Rachel. Put it on their heads before they have breakfast. That'd be funny if they do that. I noticed some of the young boys' haircuts now. It seems to be a fashion where they've got all this hair at the front. As your boy, I don't know. I can't remember how old your boy is. The sort of mid-teenage, sort of 14, 15, 16, 20, maybe not as far as 20. Those younger boys seem to have this new hair, because you can see them on the TikTok. They've got this hair that kind of comes down like that, and they shake it like that. You imagine doing that with dry shampoo in it, all over their ready brick. Oh dear. Paul Jason's his brag, is he? Michael is going to stick with wetting his hair with shampoo. Very good. John Aitken's other half bleached his hair again yesterday. Oh dear. Is that right? How awful. 20 likes. We got 20 likes. Well done, everyone. Right, let's show you these pictures. First of all, here's John and Matt with the clock that they won last week. There you go. All installed in the kitchen. Jesus, look at the alcohol they got there. Well, they're not going short of alcohol. I bet they've got no food in the fridge. It's just all alcohol. Look at it all up there. And there is my clock. I'm not happy that my clock's been put there, actually. You know. We can't advise people to go out and spend fortunes on alcohol like you two. Dear me. So there's the clock that they won. That's incidentally the prize of this week's Super Chatter raffle, which we do on Thursday, the Super Chatter raffle. Okay. We've also got some photos from Shania, who's been out with... That's her dad there. What a lovely photo. Don't you think that's a lovely photo? That's Shania and our dad. Shania is head of the Catholic Church on the Isle of Wight and somewhere where they've been walking around. Is that a swimming pool there? I don't know. Or is it like a paddling pool maybe? So there we are. A couple of pictures. Let's have a look at those again. Shania, that's a lovely picture. Shania and her dad there looking happy. He's a lovely man, he is. I've met him a couple of times. And there's the, I'm not quite sure where that is, to be honest. Roy Brownlow sends in a picture of all the stuff that he's collected over the period of time that he's been with the show. There it is. He's got the clock, the calendar, super chat badges, key rings, everything he's got there. Pens, the lot. He's collecting all this stuff as it goes on. We've got some new stuff arriving hopefully this week as well. Something different. And finally, a little video sent in from LaBelle, who's one of our delightful ladies. She's a professional drag entertainer in New York. And here's the video as sent in from LaBelle.
I never have any trouble in getting up in the morning. My pussy's just like an alarm clock. Every morning at 6:15, it drops its clockwork mouse on my pillow and it won't give over. Not until I've wound it up and had a game under the bed.
Finishes a little bit quickly. That's the LaBelle's video. So thanks very much for all those likes there. As always, if you want to send something in, that's the email address. Send it in. If you've got a little story to add to it, picture, video, anything like that, send it in and I'll grab it and show it with in exchange for some likes on the next show. Ash says, Paul next to the bog's been there for a wee. The colour of the sea was beautiful in that, wasn't it? Let's have another look. Shania, look at the colour of that sea. Isn't that stunning? Behind them there. Just beautiful pictures there. Beautiful pictures. Claire says, Shania, you're the spitting image of my elder sister, Margaret, who a few years ago, she's a lot older now. So, yeah. Thanks for that. John says, my great-nephew has a quiff. Is that what it is, a quiff? Yeah, it's like, it's all this hair and it hangs there. And they kind of shake it. They kind of shake it now and again. I don't know why they shake it, but there we are. All right. Good. George is on today. Hello, George. Welcome along to the show, George. Welcome along to the show. Toast. How much would you pay for toast? Or a toaster, more likely, in the Daily Mirror today. A toaster which costs hundreds of pounds. Claims to provide users with the ultimate slice of toast, but it's a bit expensive. Called it. This is expensive, right? This toaster is £348. I don't know how you like your toast. I like very lightly done toast. Literally, it's just about gone brown. Maybe still white. Just so that it's hardened up a bit around the outside. That's the sort of toast I like. It says toast is a pretty simple thing to whip up. There's not really a whole lot that goes into it, and you certainly don't have a Michelin-starred chef to make it. You pop a slice of bread in the toaster or under the grill to crisp up until it's just the way you like it. Some like it a little toasty, others will eat it completely burnt. We used to burn toast on the fire when we was at scout camp. 40 years ago now, whatever it was now. Was it 40? God, it must be 16, 26, 36, 46, 56. Yeah, 40 years ago since I last went camping. Oh, dear. Oh, happy times, though. It was so easy to burn the toast. You put it on this metal thing and hold it on the fire. And you'd be chatting away to your mates or smoking a cigarette illegally around the fire. And then you'd look black as the ace of spades. It says, some like it a little toasty, others will like it completely burnt. How do you like your toast, incidentally? Rachel's shocked by that £348 for a piece of toast. Andy likes burnt toast. Yeah, he likes burnt toast. How much would you be willing to pay? A Japanese company called Baomunda have been selling a cult toaster for the last few years, which recently has made its way over to Amazon. Known simply as the toaster, the expensive device costs £348 and 9 pence. I don't know where the 9 pence comes from, and claims to be the ultimate toaster to achieve the best flavour and texture. Would you pay that for that though? The secret of the toaster is that it uses a unique steam technology to heat the bread, which the manufacturers say results in the flavour and texture of freshly baked bread. And you know how lovely that is. Anyone got a bread machine? Dreadful if you're on a diet. Do not buy a bread machine if you're on a diet. I'm telling you that now. How does it do it? Well, apparently a thin layer of steam envelopes the bread, lightly toasting its surface while keeping its inner moisture and flavour from escaping. All you have to do is put a teaspoon of water into the top of the machine and insert your bread. It takes care of the rest. It doesn't look like that for many. It doesn't look like very many of the toasters have been sold on Amazon in the UK as yet. With only one review on the site, but people all over the world have been divided. Now, this is the sort of thing my mate would buy. Seriously. He's got one of those coffee machines. You know those coffee machines? You do this and it makes all that little... and a little drip comes out. That's it. Hundreds of pounds that he's got one of those. You know. To me, coffee, you open a jar, put a spoonful of stuff in your cup and pour on the hot water. Not boiling. One person said the toaster was worth the money and easy to use, writing, yes, it's pricey, but it makes great toast. There's other settings for cheese toast and other types of bread and rolls, so it doesn't just do normal toast. One said, I was first not sure whether it's worth spending over 300 quid on a toaster, on a toaster oven, but now that I've used it for a month, it's one of the best purchases I've ever made in my life. The balance between crispness and softness of bagel toast is really good. My kids immediately noticed that the bagels taste much better compared to the ones toasted in our old conventional 2-slice toaster. A third proclaimed it was a remarkable product that worked better than expected. So there we are. I mean, would you spend that on a toaster? God, that's such a lot of money to spend on a toaster. Good morning, Sam Thomas. Hello to you. Peter Wright, can I have the whole raffle book of Super Chat tickets? Well, you would have to send us an 800 and... Wait a minute. Oh, I don't know. What's that? I can't do the sums. Yeah, you'd have to send us an £820 super chat to have all the tickets. £820. We're waiting for that now. Thank you very much. Okay, let's see if that comes or not. I doubt it very much. And for £820, I will like you for 15 seconds. 15 seconds you get of me liking you for £820 super chat. Thanks very much. How do I like my toast? Mandy likes hers brown. John likes it burnt. He's got burnt toast. Not really for me. Burnt toast. Oh, no. Andy Ann, you wouldn't pay that much even if you won the lottery. Oh, I don't blame you. I don't think I would. Jason, our toaster isn't actually big enough for the slices of bread, really. You're the same as me, Jason. Doorsteps. That's a slice of bread. That. Not that thing that comes out of a plastic bag like that. Where is it? Can't even see it. It's so thin. It's like a piece of paper. Some of these bread things in in plastic bags. Although I do quite like the Hovis half and half, you know? I quite like that bread. That's really nice, that is. Mandy's got a bread machine called Mickey. Does it all by hand, does he? Wow. Rachel remembers as a kid we went camping in Snowdonia. My uncle was cooking beans and dropped the saucepan on the 10th floor. Did you eat them off the... I bet you ate them off the floor with a spoon. Did you? Claire, my partner's bought a coffee machine in lockdown. All the different beans to try out and grind himself. I like the smell of it. Beautiful smell, coffee. Freshly ground back. She can't drink the stuff. Give me tea any day. I'm the same, Claire. I can't stand coffee. It's so bitter. Bitter, dear. And people say, oh, why don't you put sugar in? Well, it defeats the object. Don't have to put sugar in tea. I don't put sugar in tea anyway. No. Coffee, lovely smell, tastes vile to me, personally. Tea, no real smell on tea, is there, really? I'm having I'm on the Twinings at the moment, which reminds me, I must buy some more PG tips. PG tips. Oh, I wonder if Twinings do a catering pack. I'll have a look at that. Just write that down for afterwards. Peter, would that work? I'd be totally nuts to do that for a £12 clock. Well, you suggested it, not me. You seem to be the mad one here, dear. Shania loves tea as well. I love tea as well, Shania. Do you know when I really love tea, Shania? When someone else buys it for me. I always think that's a really nice thing to do, to buy someone a cup of tea and not expect anything back in return. I think that's such a nice thing to do. Don't you, Shania? Do you? James Humble has setting free. I don't know what that is, James. I think it would change from toaster to toaster, doesn't it? Any Take That fans in the house? Robbie Williams is going to rejoin Take That for an online concert in lockdown. Yeah! Robbie's 47 now. He's 47. He's done all right, hasn't he? He came through that whole drink. Did he do the drugs as well? The whole drink and drugs thing. He was lucky to do that. Some of them don't come through it. I mean, over the years, when I was a DJ, I saw it all the time. People doing the drugs and that shoving stuff up their nose. Oh, how vile. I mean, what is nice about seeing someone do... Oh, vile. Vile, vile, vile. No, thank you. Not for me. I can't put anything up my nose, not even a finger. And you see them on the train, don't you? Oh, disgusting people. And why do they put it on toilet walls? They sit there on the toilet. They must be picking stuff out of their nose and they put it on the toilet walls. Blech, blech. Disgusting people. Well, Robbie come through all that, didn't he? A lot of my people I've known over the years, they start on that stuff. That's it, mate. They're finished. You know, a year or so later, they're so off their heads and they muck up. They muck up their jobs. I think that's why I managed to stay DJing for so long. I didn't sort of go down that drink and drugs route. I just... carried on with the music, really. Robbie says that's not to say I didn't go out and have a good time, because I did go out and have a good time. Robbie and the other band members have allegedly secured a huge undisclosed fee with a financial company that owns Compare the Market, comparethemarket.com. That's another place to sort of compare car insurances and things like that. If you just joined the show, welcome along. I got my car insurance yesterday, £421 for the year, so I'm not complaining about that. Debenhams Insurance. Yes, Debenhams Insurance. They are said to be performing in a Meerkat musical show to raise funds for a creative music therapy charity called Nordoff Robbins and Crew Nation, which I haven't heard of. I'm sure they do wonderful things. A charity created to help support concert crews across the world. Meerkat Music is set to launch next Friday at 8 o'clock on the Compare the Meerkat YouTube channel and Facebook Live. A source told The Sun hundreds of thousands of pounds were being spent to make the concert happen. So, that'd be good. The gig will go out in people's homes on the internet. Each band member will be performing from their own homes, so they won't actually be together. I told you that Mark looks old now, doesn't he? He's got long hair, Mark Owen. Oh, get your hair cut, boy. Dear me. It's like this. Like women's hair he's got there. Or maybe he's one of those non-bi gender people now. Yeah, is he a they? Perhaps he's a they now. You don't know, do you? There's a picture of when they were younger, actually in 2010, 2011. He looks stunning there, but his hair is all over the place, dear. Oh, no, dear. We can't do men with long hair, dear. I'm sorry. Unless they're dreadlocks. I quite like that. There's a particular footballer I've got my eye on at the moment. Apparently, he was arrested. I can't remember what it was now. Where was this? Maybe in the Metro or somewhere. Shall I have a quick look, see if I can find a name? Apparently he had a row with his girlfriend and some busybody neighbour called the police. You know what they're like? Is it here? Can't find his name now. Someone would have seen this story on here. No, can't find him now. Oh, there he is. Chelsea ace Callum Hudson-Odoi. Arrested after row with glamour model at 4 a.m. I mean, why you want a row with him, I do not know. I'd just sit there and do what I was told. I'm sorry, I would. I wasn't going to... 4 a.m. I thought one of the other papers said 3 a.m. So they all get it wrong, didn't they? Chelsea midfielder Callum Hudson-Odoi was arrested after a row with a glamour model at his London home at 4 a.m. Why would you row with him? Just sit down and do what you're told, my love. I would. I'd happily go round there immediately. I'd stop the show just to go round there. So there's another fancy boy for me to look at now. Callum Hudson-Odoi, apparently. Lovely hair too. Mix on the Thatcher's Rose and Coppingberg today. I don't know what that is. Thatcher's Cloudy Lemonade. I don't know any of those things. Jason could have been different for Robbie. He came through it and has done well for himself. Yes, absolutely, Jason. Congratulations. I have great respect for anyone who comes through that whole drink and drugs thing and gets out of it. And again, I've known people that have been through it and come out of it at the other end all right, you know. And some people have booked themselves into clinic. There's a very, very famous DJ, Fat Tony. You may have seen about him, who I know. And he was almost at death's door. He used to do so much drugs. honestly. And he came through it, and got out of it. Well done. You know, he did an awful lot. You couldn't understand what he was saying half the time, but he came through it. Fantastic. Rachel says you don't need to drink to enjoy yourself. Well, unless you're at an afternoon tea, Rachel. In which case you must have the tea, dear. Otherwise you won't enjoy it. You're only going for an afternoon tea. Sorry, to do coffee? No, we do not do coffee. I bet people do that. Have you got any coffee? No, it's afternoon tea. And you could just imagine someone going to something like that, can't you? And then moaning because there's no coffee. What sort of place is this? It says afternoon tea. Thickos. Thick people again, dear. Thick people. Shania, Dad says the love of money is a mortal sin. It absolutely is, Shania. And I'm very, very pleased to have been able to alleviate your father of that £10. Very, very pleased. Peter, can I come to the studio and write my name down on all the Super Chat tickets? You must be joking. I wouldn't have you in here. You're not coming in here, mate. No way. Do I look like someone who goes out and meets viewers? I don't think so. I've got a bodyguard on here, you know. He's keeping an eye on me here. Yorkshire tea, Tony Hood likes. You're right, Tony. I've got Yorkshire tea bags, but I use tea leaves a lot. I've got Twining tea leaves at the moment. Before that, I had PG Tips. I've had Yorkshire tea leaves as well. Very, very nice. Nice and strong. Nice and strong. Nice and strong. Morning coffee, afternoon tea. No coffee. No coffee. Vile stuff. Vile stuff. I think the police are getting a little bit too excited with this story here. The Daily Mail, and I'm a big fan of the police, seriously. I think they do a damn hard job, really. And the abuse that they take. I really believe all police officers should have tasers. And preferably, the people that are tasered can be uploaded to YouTube for our entertainment. Absolutely. Absolutely. Perhaps there'd be like a subscription service. The police are always short of funds, aren't they? They could have a subscription service. So, the normal videos are up there, arresting perhaps car chases and things like that. But the really good stuff like tasering scallywags, tasering scummy people who are caught running out of Aldi with a basket of shopping. Right, stop and give them a chance. I'm not saying taser everyone. The moment you see them, give them a chance. Right, stop there or you will be tasered. I think they have to shout taser 3 times, don't they? Taser, taser, taser. And then if you stop, whatever you're doing, and then just lay on the floor or something like that, you don't get tasered. But people are too stupid to understand that. No, they will fight back. You've seen them. And don't they cry like babies when they get caught? It was a video I was watching last night. Some bloke, I don't know what he'd done actually, but there he was. He'd been pushed down onto the floor. His arm was up on his back. It was probably hurting him. Good. And he was crying, oh, it's hurting me. It's hurting me. Well, don't do the crime then. Don't do it. Give them tasers. You're going to upload to the local, what have we got here? Thames Valley Police. Thames Valley Police for our subscription service of £9.99. Watch our really good arrests. And you can log on there. And there it'll be up there. We could have different sections, I suppose. Electric chair. Lethal injections. Oh, we don't do those in this country. Oh, what a shame. Don't do them in this country, do we, those ones? The sort of people that go around murdering children and old people and wives and children and whatever. Those sort of people. Don't have that here. But we have tasers. So we log on to the tasering section and there you go. And it would all have, I could volunteer to edit the video together for added excitement. So I'd get the footage from inside, perhaps wherever it was, inside Aldi. Because it doesn't happen in Waitrose. People don't steal from Waitrose. Oh, no. It wouldn't get in the door. They don't dare enter the door. The girls from the customer service, they stand at the door. And as I get there, oh, good morning, Chris. And how are you today? And I just walk straight in. Other bits, excuse me, who are you? If they turn up in tracksuits. Dirty, old, grey tracksuit bottoms. They turn up in there and scruffy hair. Now, they're not necessarily dirty people because there are workmen. There are workmen in their little orange jackets. They're allowed in. as long as they are decent people. But you know whether someone's decent or not, don't you? You just automatically know. And they stop them coming in. They stop them coming in there. But I get the footage from Audi inside. They had got a camera inside and outside. And then the footage from the police, and I'd put it all together for you with like dramatic music and things like that. That would be excellent, wouldn't it? Aye. Thanks so much, Sam. Sam sending in a £2 super chat there. Thank you, Sam. Let me give you a couple of raffle tickets for Thursday's raffle there. 175 and 176. 2 free raffle tickets as you sent me a couple of pounds there, okay? All right, darling. Oh, I've just pulled out an extra one there. 175. Don't dare give you an extra one. Can you imagine that, Sam? Oh, why has he got an extra one? It'd be like that, wouldn't it? Sam Thomas. 175 and 176 for you there, Sam, okay? That's for Thursday morning. That's for the clock. There you go. Put that in there. In it goes. In they go. Yes, and you sit on the tasering section, and there they are. So it would start. Have I got any dramatic? Oh yes, I have dramatic music here. Let's get dramatic music. Let's. What one shall we have? Is that what's happening? Not dramatic, darling. Not dramatic. Right. So this will be the bit where they're spotted with the basket of shopping, looking around, and they're about to come out of the shop, and then they have to wait for someone to come in because it's automatic doors. You see, it only works one way. To get out the other side, you've got to go through the tills, you see. So they've got to wait for someone to come in, and then they run outside. And you see them running down. We've switched now to the exterior camera of the shop. And then along come the police. Da, 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 da. Or if you're in America, woo, 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 like that. And then they shout, taser, taser, taser! And the person continues to run, and then they get that thing out, and 2 wires go shooting towards them. And then they embed them in the person's, I don't know, wherever, in their bum or leg or arm, and they flick the button. Yes! I think this is an excellent idea. I must contact Thames Valley Police immediately and do that. Yes. Aha! Thank you very much. Another super chat coming in from Sam Thomas this morning. Thank you, Sam. Let's give you 177 and 178 for that £2 super chat you're kindly sending to me this morning. Thank you. Yano McCann. I think she got murdered by her family. What's Yano McCann? I don't know who that is. What is Yano I don't know what that is, Sam. Can you try that again, Sam? I don't know what that is. So, is that a good idea for the police? They should all have tasers, I think. Absolutely. I mean, people say, oh, why... Listen, no one's going to tase you if you're not doing anything wrong, are they? People come out with that crap. Oh, what if they tase you accidentally? How can you taser someone accidentally? If the gun was to go off accidentally, it would go off in the officer's pocket, wouldn't it? No, give them all tasers, that's what I say. But I think they get a little bit too excited about this one. In the Daily Mail today, Derbyshire police have been mocked by social media users after launching an appeal to find a lorry driver for kissing a pensioner on the cheek, right? While the force said it was treating the incident as sexual assault. It has faced a huge backlash online. The woman in her 70s had helped a HGV driver after it became stuck under a low bridge earlier this week. After the lorry had cleared the bridge, one of the men jumped out of the vehicle, thanked the woman and kissed her on the cheek. I didn't see a problem with that. The force said in its appeal, we want to speak to anyone who was in the area at the time and may be able to help our inquiries with the incident. Of particular interest are any drivers who were in the area and may have captured the lorry on dash cam. They said it would be classed as a sexual assault as the woman did not ask the man to kiss her on the cheek. It triggered a huge backlash from social media users who branded the police, in this case, a joke, and was later deleted. The appeal was also removed from the force's website. One Twitter user says, love how the Derbyshire police are going after people who kiss each other. Added, where is George Orwell when you need him? And I have to say, I go along with that. Other disbelieving users said this has to be a wind-up. And what's wrong with that? Oh, it's just too much of this crap going on, isn't there? That'd be the liberal lefties again, dear. The liberal lefties. There you go. There's Roy Brownlow, Derbyshire Police, biggest useless cops ever. I don't know anything about that. That's Roy's opinion there. As I say, I'm a great supporter of the police and the very, very hard work and the crap that they have to take from people. Awful. Peter, do you normally work in a studio and not at home? Yes, I'm in a television studio now, Peter. This is a fully furnished television studio in the heart of Berkshire. Massive, this place. All glass. It's all glass. It's beautiful here. We're set in the middle of the countryside. You know, if you come along the M3 or the M4 and you look over either to the right or left, depending on which motorway you're on, of course, just look for something that's shining. That's the studios of United Kingdom Talk. Massive place. Massive. It takes me like an hour to get out. There's so many doors that I have to go through and security guards. And then there's people working next door in the office. Very, very busy here. Let's have a look. Round Jason's doing Popmaster. Is that Ken Bruce? Oh, they've got a new boss at Radio 2. Hope she manages to sort it out, because the last bloke really mucked it up, didn't he? Dear me. I'm glad you like the sense of humour, Andy. We like a bit of a laugh, darling. Like the laugh. There's a massive studio here, Peter. Anyone will tell you here. Any of you too. Sometimes I have had visitors here. On occasion, I have had visitors. Just not you. Rachel, injection would be too nice for the murderers. They need a slow, painful death. Not necessarily, Rachel, because a lot of the times those injections don't work. I haven't seen videos, or I'd like to be honest. I'm a little bit sick like that. I've heard stories of, like, sometimes the injection doesn't work properly and they are in serious pain. You know, after murdering someone's child. Oh, well. Do I have a problem with that? Not really. Not really. Not really. Peter says he's just bought the book. I don't see anything here, Peter. I think you just want me to go and check and see if you've put your PayPal thing in there. No, don't see anything there, Peter. Don't see anything there from you, my friend. Madeline McCann. Thank you, Madeline McCann. You reckon she got murdered from her family? Well, maybe. We don't know. Will we ever know? I don't think we'll ever know that, to be honest. It's too long now. It's too long. If she is somewhere, because of the young age that she was nicked, stolen, what would you say, abducted. If she may have been, I mean, so many things could have happened to that poor girl. She may have been stolen, but abducted by order, if you see what I mean. Yeah, there might be some rich family somewhere else in the world. So look, that's the little girl we want. She might have been abducted. She might be having a really lovely life somewhere. But the thing is, because it happened when she was so young, she won't know she probably won't remember what happened. You know, that's the thing. So she might be growing now. What would she be now? 16, 18, 17, 12? I've no idea, to be honest. She might be living a really nice life with a very rich family somewhere who wanted a girl. We just don't know. And then she wouldn't know who she was. So she could be growing up. Maybe she'd see a picture of herself at some point with a little... Because the thing in her eye is a dead giveaway, isn't it? How many people have you seen with that, like, little sort of... I don't like to use the word disfiguration. Just a difference. Difference to sort of other people with a little thing in her eye. That's a dead giveaway. You know, don't know. Let's have a look there. Jason there. George, does anyone know how to do the birthdays on Facebook? Yeah, you just read. There's a birthday list at the top there. And it's where the birthdays are of your friends. It's right at the top on the right-hand side on your Facebook there. All right. Good. Shall we do another story? What's the time now? Oh, we've been here quite a while. Oh, there's only 2 stories left. This is. I wouldn't normally do this sort of thing in the morning, boys and girls. Morning, Fran. Morning, Fran. South Korean football club, FC Seoul. They've used something to fill their empty stadium. Shocking. I don't like to use this word so early in the morning, so I'll say it quietly. South Korean football club, FC Seoul, have apologised after using sex dolls to fill their empty stadium for a match on Sunday. Now, I'm sure you must have seen at some point in your lives Binman going along with one of those dolls on the front there that someone's obviously chucked away. I mean, handle them with rubber gloves if you ever find one of those. The K-League resumed earlier this month, but fans are not permitted to watch games at stadiums. Clubs have attempted to improve the atmosphere of the grounds with pictures of supporters and by using artificial crowd noises. But FCCO inadvertently used sex dolls during the game against another team following a misunderstanding with a mannequin supplier. We would like to apologise. Here comes the politically correct lot. Here we are. We would like to apologise for... I can't do the foreign accent, I'm sorry. We would like to apologise for our fans. We're genuinely sorry to our fans about the installation of the mannequins, sex dolls, a game on May the 17th, FCCO said in a statement. We confirmed from the start that the mannequins we installed in the stands had no relation to the adult toys, even though they do indeed resemble real humans. Well, they look like adult toys to me. The mannequins are manufactured by a company called Dalcom, and they informed us that the mannequins are designed for displaying apparel and fashion products. We confirmed with them on numerous occasions to make sure that the mannequins are not adult toys. However, Dalcom has been distributing some of the mannequin toys to another business, and in the process of return and exchange of the products between them, the installation at our stadium included some products with messages in text that are related to the adult toys. Oh dear! Can you imagine, dear, if we did that here? You know, for something like a royal parade or something like that. And suddenly it looks good. They put all these dolls, and some of them were those adult toy dolls. Our intention from the start was to provide even small entertainment. Well, I'm sure it was, because I would have wet myself laughing at that. It was decided that the games would be hosted behind closed doors, and so it goes on. So that's excellent, that is, isn't it? That is hilarious. Absolutely hilarious, that. Alrighty, now just a reminder, just before we do the raffle tickets, don't forget from next week, the raffle ticket system will slightly change. You need to ask for the raffle ticket while we're doing the show live. Okay? No one really asked for the raffle ticket when we weren't live, so it doesn't matter. Alright, this is to alleviate the amount of work that I have to do after the show, because it's getting a little bit too much. Alright, so that's how we're going to do it from next Monday. You need to ask for the raffle ticket either on the chat box or text message or email while the show is live. As soon as the show finishes, the show is finished. There's no continuing after, sending in emails for raffle tickets and things like that, because that won't happen. All right, so it gives you plenty of time to sort your bits and pieces out. If you need to change anything for yourself or whatever, that's up to you, whatever you want to do, my loves. But from next week, we'll only be giving out the raffle tickets while the show is live, either by text box at the end of the show or at any time during the show by email or text message. All right, so let's do the tickets now. Who wants a raffle ticket? Please speak now. Jason says Prince Charles would be straight in the stands. He'd go with anyone. I quite like Camilla. I quite like Camilla. I do like Camilla. There we are. Let's scroll up there. Okay. What's that about a nose thing, Roy? You got a spot in your nose. What, inside? Inside your nose. Oh, that's horrible, that is. Oh, that's awful. That just hurts, doesn't it? That really hurts. Fran's been doing her weekly shop. Excellent. Okay, here we go. Diane Jeb. Have we done today's raffle? We've done it, haven't we? I don't know. Hang on, let me put the raffle tickets in for the super draw, which is in a couple. It's not for a couple of weeks. Look at all these tickets for the super draw. That's in 2 weeks' time, isn't it? 2 weeks' time, something like that. Right, let's do today. Oh Christ, missed them all. Missed them all there. Jason Hughes, 111. You're first there, are you, Jason? Jason Hughes. Oh no, there we are. I can see some more up there. Just a minute. Let me just pop back up to the top there. There we are. Rachel, 112. Diane, 113. Jason, I've done. James Humble, 114. Michael, 115. Tony King 116. Mick 117. What are you baking today, Mick? Sean 118. Sean sent in a couple of lovely videos last week, I have to say. Inside the shed, I was quite amused to see what he had inside his shed there. Colin Coates 119. There's Colin. Let me just scroll up there, sweethearts. Colin. Sam Thomas 120. Thanks for your tips today, Sam. It's very kind of you. John 121. Peter Wright 122. Andy 123. Claire 124. Roy 125. Roy won. No, he didn't. It wasn't last night, was it? He won the clock last week, wasn't it? Last week. 126 for Paul and Lou. Fran 127. Ross 128. Sprinter Van 129. Camilla looks like she could run the Grand National. Oh, you're so new. A breakfast pie. Oh, what's that, Mick? Is that like bacon and eggs and all that wrapped in pastry or something like that, is it? What is that? Anyone else for the raffle tickets? Speak now. Don't forget, from next Monday, you must ask for the raffle ticket while the show is live. Either at any point during the show by text message or email, or in the chat box at the end of the show when we say tickets now. Someone said, well, why not just do it all by this way or that way? I think giving out the raffle tickets, I thought very carefully about this, how to try and get me some time back. And someone, I won't say who, someone said, why don't you just do all the raffle tickets, by another method and not within the show? I think giving out the raffle tickets while we're live has become a part of the show. Do you see what I mean? And I think we'd lose something if we took that out of the live show. Because often I might make a little comment, or you might make a little comment, something like that. But like that, yeah. So that's why I decided to go along that route there. All right. Okie doke, let's do today's birthdays. And I've got one more story for you today. Just one more story, Claire. Just one more. Happy birthday today to Liam Manning. Happy birthday, Liam. Is that a dolphin that you're swimming with there? Happy birthday, Liam. Gareth Cottrell today is 36 years old. Nigel Hackett today is 45 years old. Esti Garcia, happy birthday, Esti, who I worked with at Belushi's. Of course I remember you. Happy birthday, Esti. Nick Ashby today, 50 years old. Carly is... It doesn't say your birthday there. Happy birthday to you, Carly. Millie Quick, happy birthday, Millie. Jose Iglesias is 49 today. And the lovely Miss Kimberley Clark today. It's her birthday as well. So happy birthday to you, boys and girls. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Twice, coronavirus. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, gang. Little raffle ticket request coming in there from Shania. 130 for next Monday's raffle. And a super chat there coming in again from Sam. Thank you very much, Sam. 2 tickets for the super chat raffle on Thursday. 179 and 180 for you there, Sam. All right. In a little pot there with the other few little tickets in there, my darlings. Right, one more. Anyone else? If I've missed anyone else out for the raffle, let me know. Oh, John's going to have an afternoon playing vinyl records. How lovely. I got rid of all mine, yeah, some time ago now. I took them all down the dump. But I had a shed, a massive shed in a garden, which was just full of records and things, and it stank. It was all mouldy and it was horrible. And me and my mate took it down some years ago. That was a video. We made a video of that. It was hilarious. There's one bit where I went flying because this piece of wood wouldn't break. Just a minute. There was a piece of wood and I jumped on the roof of this thing because it wouldn't break, and it sprang and I bounced. So I haven't got any records, but that's nice. That's nice, it is, to be playing an afternoon of records and hearing that scratchy noise. But it brings back your memories, doesn't it? Fran doesn't like Camellia. I like Diana. Everyone has their own opinion there. Thank you very much for that one, Fran. Did I do your tickets, Shania? Yeah, 1:30, Shania there. 1:30 for you there. And one more story there. Ricky Gervais. Ricky Gervais wants celebrities banned from the New Year's honours list for NHS workers. Now, see, to me, there are celebrities and there are stars, okay? There's a lot of Z-list celebrities around who I know none of the people, or very few of the people on this channel watch. You know the sort of people I mean in reality shows. They're not stars. They are not stars. Stars are people like Ricky Gervais, lots of people on dramas, things like that. I'm not very good with stars' names even, but big stars. Bruce Forsyth was a huge star, you know. Joey Essex? I don't think so. But Ricky Gervais has called for celebrities to be banned from the Queen's New Year's Eve honours list in favour of NHS workers on fighting on the front lines. He's got a point, I think. The Afterlife star, this is a thing on Amazon, I think. Amazon Prime, The Afterlife, I think, has been vocal in his support of the healthcare service during the pandemic and feels they should receive more recognition for bravely putting their own lives at risk to save others. Well, I'm on that as well. I think I'm on that as well. During the interview with someone's show in Australia this month, Ricky said, "I never want anyone to complain about the NHS again, or doctors or nurses or anyone in the front line." And I think he's got a point there. You know, I think I'd certainly go along with that, to be honest. Putting people like the NHS and people who do put their lives at risk. You know, you've only got to see the amount of people that died who were doctors, nurses, care workers, people like that. Dreadful. Dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Oh, Mick! You've said something at last that I agree with. Chris Reardon, you're a star. Thank you, Mick. I totally agree with that comment. Now, don't forget, gang, if you want to send anything in, then feel free to do so. All right? Anything at all you want to send in, pictures or anything like that you'd like me to show everyone on the show, then send it through there. Chris at UnitedKingdomTalk.co.uk. Chris at UnitedKingdomTalk.co.uk. Well, I'm off to the post office now to post all your little bits and pieces off. Jason's stuff. We've got some pens in there. We've got the clock. If I can find a thing down there, I'll get one of those. Or I might have to wait until I get one of those. I'm sure I've got one in the shed somewhere. And I'll get those off for you this afternoon. Have a lovely, lovely day, and thanks very much for joining us, gang. Don't forget, we've got the quiz night tomorrow as well. 8 o'clock is quiz night tomorrow. We've got the questions are coming from a different company this week, which I hope you'll find a little bit easier, perhaps. A couple of people saying it's got a bit too hard, which it's not me that writes the questions, I buy them in. Okay, so there we are. That's tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, and I'll see you again, as always, tomorrow morning for our chit-chat. All right? Have a nice Monday. Cheerio.